Out where the oak tree stands tall by the creek, whispers your name when the wind plays its speak. Under the shade where we once shared a dream, now just a shadow as quiet as it seems. Memory cries like the old porch swing sways, each creak a story of brighter old days. Your scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night, a part of my soul tied to yours out of sight. The cabin stands empty on gravel lane in. I pass by sometimes just around the bend. Windows like eyes that have seen too much rain, watching the world but the views never change. Leather and lace left on that old wooden floor echo your laughter, but you're here no more. Saddles and memories, both weathered and worn. I ride the trails, but my heart is all torn. Memory cries like the old porch swing sways, each creak a story of brighter old days. Your scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night, a part of my soul tied to yours out of sight. By the light of the moon, I confess to the stars the pain of your absence, these emotional scars. Yet in dreams you return on that soft twilight's gleam, a whisper of love in the quiet stream. So memory cries as the sunset now bleeds into the horizon where my heartache recedes. Yet you linger on like the scent of the rain in the dust of the trail where my love remains. Letting go, letting be, but your echo survives in the twilight's last calling. Memory still cries. In the shadow of the oak where the prairie winds blow, I found your scarf blue as the twilight glowed. We danced where the dandelions lost their seeds, whispering dreams like the rustling of the reeds. Those fields that kissed the sky so wide, where you and I had nothing to hide. Oh, how the dandelion field lingers in my heart. With every whispering wind, feels like we're never apart. But the seasons turned, as did your touch, in the dandelion fields where I lost so much. Now the cabin's empty where laughter once rang, just the creak of old porches and doors that bang. The gravel roads where the marks of our past and the trails we walk now fading fast. Where we found love under the vast frontier, only echoes remain, bring the past too near. Oh, how the dandelion field lingers in my soul, a memory etched in every gusted road. You're left with the fall, with the last dandelion seed in the fields of gold where my heart still bleeds. wilderness I roam. Every sunset leads me farther, but never home. These lands vast and skies too wide can't hold the whispers of you that I confide. Oh, how the dandelion field lingers, a bittersweet refrain in the quiet town under the soft, forgiving rain. I'm a shadow in the sunset, forever riding alone through fields of memories, forever my own. Oh, the heartbreak is fresh as the morning dew. In the dandelion fields, I'll always look for you. Underneath the boughs of an old oak tree, where the gravel road meets the faded sea, I found her scarf, a whisper in the breeze. Boots closed her eyes, old memories seize. By that sunken cabin we dream aloud. Stars are blanket, night shroud. Her laughter mingle with the coyote cries. In those boots she closed her eyes. Oh, the winds they howl, the dust it flies on lonely trails where my heart lies. Every sunset paints her face in the sky. Since boots closed her eyes, since boots closed her eyes. The porch swings empty, the oak tree's grown. Leaves rustle with the sorrow moan. That old saddle's dry, no more rides since boots closed her eyes. Love abides, rain taps on the window like her gentle touch. In the silence her voice I clutch, but the echoes fade as the old dog sighs, lost in the dust where the past dies. Oh, the winds they howl, the dust it flies on lonely trails where my heart lies. Every sunset paints her face in the sky. Since boots closed her eyes, since boots closed her eyes. Twilight's time, and I wonder if love ever truly dies or just sleeps in the boots where she closed her eyes. So the winds may howl, let the dust still fly. I'll walk these trails till my own goodbye. Every sunset keep her face in the sky. Since boots closed her eyes, since boots closed her eyes, forever in dreams where the old heart lies. Since boots closed her eyes, since boots closed her eyes. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, I found an old hat fraying at the brim. Saw the sun bleed its gold over the clay, each thread a memory growing dim. Your laugh laughter echoes wild across the creek, where scars dance freely in the springtime air. Now the silence speaks the words we cannot speak. On that old porch ghostly in disrepair, and my hat fell apart like my heart in your hands, threads unwinding in the merciless winds, drifting like the dust through forgotten lands, where the twilight of our love never ends. The saddle's worn where you once sat to ride, down trails now choked by weeds and untold fears. Those paths we blazed side by side, now just gravel roads that disappear. The cabin stands, but not the dreams we made. Empty rooms where shadows lay their claim. In the heart the fire's soft glow is faded, with only ashes left to hold your name. My hat fell apart like my heart in your hands, threads unwinding in the merciless winds, drifting like the dust through forgotten lands, where the twilight of our love never ends. Oh, how the rains whispered old truths, washing over a land so parched, so bare. Mighty rivers lose their way, just like I lose you, in the echoes of promises hanging in the air. And so my hat fell apart like the seams of my soul, under skies vast and wide, where the lonely rivers roll. Farewell to the heartache, farewell to the start, in a world that keeps turning, though my hat fell apart. In the land that remembers, in the wind soft apart, I'll keep wandering love with my hat falling apart. In the heart of a dandelion field, under sky so vast and wide, I found her laughter tangled in the wind, where secrets go to hide. Beneath an oak tree's watchful eyes, we carved our names so free. On that old porch where time stood still, she danced away with me. Oh, how the field cries with whispers of her name. Dandelions blow her kisses in the breeze like a flame. My heart rides lonesome trails, chasing sunsets that she knew. In the quiet of the night, all I see is the hue of her blue. Seasons turn to seasons do, and the oak tree now stands bare. The porch grown old, the cabin's cold, no trace of her sweet care. Gravel roads where we once roamed now lead me back faded memory, frayed by rain and sun. Oh, how the field cries with whispers of her name. Dandelions blow her kisses in the breeze like a flame. My heart rides lonesome trails, chasing sunsets that she knew. In the quiet of the night, all I see is the hue of her blue. In the rustle of the leaves, I hear her voice call soft and low, a melody of lost love in the river's ceaseless flow. With every lonely star that fades into the dawn's first light, I find her smile in the breaking day and hold on through the night. So the field cries and I cry too with the wind's mournful tune. Dandelions once gold like dreams, now silver neath the moon. I'll walk these empty trails where her laughter once did soar, forever in the dandelion fields, together yet no more.
Shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low, I found you while you and me, dandelion seeds ready to blow. Your scarf, a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle, flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together the skies we neared. But dandelions held tight in the palm turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creaks empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. The cabin in the clearing with its quiet cold glow holds the ghosts of your laughter in the shadows down faded trails where our dreams once ran. I walk alone, a solitary man, where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored. I search for you, my forever implored. Dandelions held tight in the palm turn to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. Every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned that love, like wildflowers, grows in places left untamed. But holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the seeds, the rain. Dandelions once held tight in the palm fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west
keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest. In the great dawn by the old creek bed, a cold morning, listen to the words we said. Your laughter mingled with the rustling oaks. My heart was yours beneath woolen cloaks. We carved our names on the tavern door in that quiet town where the eagle soared. Now the wind whispers through empty halls, and echo steps that once graced these walls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fang. My scarf still holds the scent of rain, and my soul keeps riding, bound by your chain. Seasons turn like the pages of a book. Our oak tree fell, no more sheltered nook. That old porch we swore would never age now creaks alone under time's heavy gauge. Gravel roads where we once stand still late lead to nowhere, sealed by fate's own gate. Now the wind whispers through empty halls, an echo of steps that once graced these walls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fang. My saddle's worn from roads long traveled. Every sunset, a memory unraveled. By the fading trail I pause and look behind, searching for what I'll never find. The whispering pines and the settling dew tell tales of a love that once I knew. So the wind whispers through empty halls, an echo of dreams that dusk recalls. The dust settles where your laughter rang, and I'm just a shadow in the cold morning's fang. I'll ride on with a heart torn in two. Cold morning, listen, and it knew our truth. Out where the oak trees shadow the forgotten road, I found a scarlet scarf you left behind. Under the skies where our wild dreams once flowed, by a lonesome hill where our hearts were entwined. The old porch creaks, it sings a sad, sad tune of dusty boots and dances in the faint moonlight. Every whispered breeze seems to mourn and croon about the day you vanished out of sight. Lonesome Hill fell apart, just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. Nothing's quite the same in the quiet rooms where laughter died away in the cooling heart. Only shadows dance in the thickening glooms where our loved ones bloom with gentle mirth. Gravel roads that led to our secret places now just went through fields of withering wheat. Your empty saddle, those long lost embraces turn memories bittersweet. Lonesome Hill fell apart, just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. By the rustling creek I hear your voice call soft and low, a haunting melody across the time-worn divide. In every setting sun your absence is the shadow, but it's in the quiet I find you never truly said goodbye. Lonesome Hill fell apart here in my heart. Your memory rides like a ghost through the fog and the dew. As the sun dips down and the night starts, in every starlit silence I'm still loving you. So I saddle up, ride the echoes back to start, underneath Lonesome Hill's endless aching blue, where every whisper of the wind's a part of the love we knew, the life I miss, the you I knew. Cottonwoods lie low, I found her neath the heavens' amber glow. Our hearts carved in the old oak by the stream, where whispers of our dreams flowed like a beam. The porch creaked under quiet secret games in that lost town. The sunset called my name. Oh, the bleeding sky, how it knew my plight, each crimson streak a memory in flight. Lonely paths where my scarred boots have roamed, in the dying light where my heart called home. But shadows stretching, only I'm to blame under that sky. The sunset called my name. Years wore down the trail to her front door. Gravel roads don't lead me back no more. Her scarf still fragrant with yesterday's rain, left behind on the saddle my refrain. The whispering winds, they don't sound the same since from my grasp her warmth did fade and wane. Oh, the bleeding sky, how it knew my plight, each crimson streak a memory in flight. Lonely paths where my scarred boots have roamed, in the dying light where my heart called home. But shadows stretching, only I'm to blame under that sky. The sunset called my name. And now each night as stars begin their dance, I wonder if there's still a ghost of a chance to rewrite the tales penned by dust and time, to clear the rust and climb back in her prime. But the night is vast and the chill lays claim on the heart of a cowboy, wild and untamed. Yes, the bleeding sky, it once knew my plight, its colors dim as I turn from the light. The road stretches long, my regrets I tame. Echoes linger where the sunset called my name. In the stillness her laugh softly fades to low with the sunset's call. A whisper evermore.
In the shadow of the oak I left my leather-bound heart, where the trail splits by the creek, under skies so vast and stark. I found her scarf of faded red, neath the wildflowers sweet, a whispering wind through dusty trails, where our memories discreetly meet. Oh, that trail held a secret in the echoes of her name. The sunset paints in sorrow, every hue tells of the flame. Gone as the light on gravel roads, where our silent songs remain. In the heart of a Roman cowboy stirs the unquiet of the plains. Porch still creaks for company, as if it recalls her steps. But time's a thief on quiet feet, steals the moments that we kept. The cabin holds the coldness now, where once it knew her warmth. Each corner filled with echoes of a love that can't transform. Oh, that trail held a secret in the echoes of her name. The sunset paints in sorrow, every hue tells of the flame. Gone as the light on gravel roads, where our silent songs remain. In the heart of a Roman cowboy stirs the unquiet of the plains. The dust is settled on the saddle, and the rains have washed her trace. But the rivers and the mountains still remember her embrace. As I roam these wild expanses under stars that know my plight, she's the prayer beneath my breath, the lonesome serenade at night. Trail held a secret, and it's buried deep with time. Whispers float on western winds of a love both bold and blind. As the horizon swallows the sun and the shadows claim the light, the trail keeps the secret wrapped in the arms of the night. Out the rail where the oak tree shadows lie, underneath that vast unending sky, we carved our names, young and free, on the bark. Near the creek where fireflies danced past dark, her laugh was a melody, soft and sweet, over gravel roads under our feet. Her laugh fades into the whispering wind, echoing through the canyons where we've sinned. Each sunset burns just like the tears I've cried on this lonesome ride where her memories reside.
Seasons turn the old porch swing, I sways alone. Her scarf caught in the wind, now she's gone. Where wildflowers bloom, now dust settles slow. Empty cabin, echoes of the love we used to know. The saddle sits idle, the trail's overgrown. In the silence, my heart's turned to stone. Her laugh fades into the whispering wind, echoing through the canyons where we've sinned. Each sunset burns just like the tears I've cried on this lonesome ride where her memories reside. Underneath the endless prairie skies, I find no solace in the sunrise. Here in the quiet of the fading light, I reckon with my ghost tonight. Her laugh fades, a distant serenade along the paths and promises we made. The twilight stars, my shroud, my guide in the cold vast night. Her laugh fades, but in my dreams forever she stays.
By the whispering poplar grove, where the sun paints gold on the dust below. I met her wild soul in shadows it roamed. By the shattered glass where that old door closed, her laugh was a melody soft and close, echoing across the valley where the lone wind blows. Shattered glass, door slammed shut, echoes of her footsteps in my heart. They cut every creak of the wood, a reminder of us. Now it's just the oak tree and that old red rust. The scarf she left still smells like rain, hangs on the hook, just ain't the same. That gravel road whispers she ain't coming back. Where we used to walk, now just my lone tracks. Time's cruel hands tore away our dreams, left me with the silence and the creek's soft screams. Shattered glass, door slammed shut, echoes of her footsteps in my heart. They cut every creak of the wood, a reminder of us. Now it's just the oak tree and that old red rust. Underneath the starlit cloak, the night sky knows all the secrets whispered where the cold wind blows. If love's wild land is where we used to roam, why do these empty rooms feel more like home? Shattered glass, the door still there, faded paths in this old wooden chair. If memories are all that the heart can trust, I'll walk these silent halls through the dust and gust till time shuts the door on this heart so torn. In the cabin by the poplars where love was born and worn. The strings fade out like the last rays of a setting sun, and the silence that fills the air has more to say than words ever could. The cowboy turns hat in hand, walking slowly back to the life that calls beyond the hills.
In the hush of dawn, neath the chapel sky, I found a cabin where the bluebirds fly. Old porch creaking as the oak trees sigh, her scarf still hanging where she waved goodbye. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Years have wandered like rivers through plains, old saddles worn under sunset's flames. Rain on the roof sounds just like her name, in each thunder roll her laughter remains. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Under starlit skies the coyotes cry, each howl a slice of an age gone dry. Mighty are the mountains, yet silent in grief. In the shadows I chase my relief. Echoes lost in the night, guide me through sorrow into the light. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, with her echoes in my heart I'm never alone. In the dimming glow of day's last fire the echoes fade, never tire. On this lonesome trail where dreams unwind, her eyes, the echoes forever enshrined.
In a valley where the oak trees shadow the road lies a cabin with its timber silver like old bones. Through that doorway walked a love as wild as the land. Under moonlight we swore forever, scarves on our hands. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled. That old house carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters where my heart lays. On the porch of broken dreams through the sun's dying rays. Years have wandered like the rivers change their course. Empty saddles, dust settles with no remorse. Where her laughter hung like rain in thirsty air, now just whispers and a faded scarf left on that chair. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled. That old house carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters where my heart lays. On the porch of broken dreams through the sun's dying rays. And I've seen sunsets bleed and fade into the what I miss the most. Oh, the wind sing, but my heart's grown cold and mild. Still that old house carved keeps me beguiled. A rider alone, trails fading into the dusk. With every whisper of the wind, I feel the pulse of lost musk. So I'll sit here where old oaks weep and time is blurred, in the silence with my sorrow, echoes unheard, in the old house carved, where my soul forever stays, watching horizons, holding on to forgotten days.
Down by the creaking of old Tucker's Gate, where the oak tree shadows lie so still and wait. Your scarf blew wild, the color of the flame. There our laughter hung, not yet touched by pain. Morning's kissed by dew, your hand clung to mine, in a town too small to hold your dreams in mine. Long ride said nothing, but the wind heard it all. The silence between us as the twilight would fall, haunted by the echoes of our last goodbye. The trail's gone cold under the bleeding sky. Long ride said nothing, with my heart in your hand, leaving just shadows in this undying land. The cabin stands empty where we used to sing, dust layers thick on your silver ring. Gravel roads whisper where you danced in the rain, fading footprints, all that remain. The porch still creaks, I hear it sway and moan, a testament to days forever flown. Long ride said nothing, but the wind heard it all. The silence between us as the twilight would fall, ghosted by the echoes of our last farewell. Each sunset a story I can't bear to tell. Long ride said nothing, with my heart in your hand, leaving just shadows in this undying land. Beneath the harvest moon, I ride these tracks alone. Each star a memory, a past overthrown. Could it be that the wild has swallowed your grace? Or does the prairie wind still whisper your face? Long ride said nothing, but the wind knows my plea. Across the plains where my heart still sees thee, maybe in another life under skies less gray, the long ride will speak what I needed to say. Long ride said nothing, and nothing's what I hold. A cowboy's tale in silence retold.
Under the boughs of an old oak tree, where we carved our names for eternity, a campfire crackles with tales it knows. In the glow our shadow forever grows. The scarf you left still dances with the breeze. On the porch
where time takes its ease. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines sing a love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we'd begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. Now the cabin stands empty and worn, windows dusty and the curtains torn. The gravel road that led to our front door, now just a path, don't lead me back no more. Rain taps the roof in rhythms of pain, every drop of memory, every storm a chain. Those campfire echoes calling through the pines, singing love lost in these heartbroken lines. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind bring back the sweet sin where we begin. My heart is a saddle, worn and thrown, riding these trails forever alone. So here I stand where the sunset bleeds, fading trails the only guide I need. These echoes fill the silence of my nights, under stars that once watched us so bright. What's left is a cowboy's lonesome plead, a soul that wanders but can't be free. Those campfire echoes haunt me still in the chill of night, against my will. Rustling leaves and a whispering wind, lost love's echo where my dreams have been. My heart is a saddle, weathered and worn, bound to the ghost of a love forlorn. Campfire echoes, campfire echoes, sing me to sleep where the lonely river flows. Out on the mesa where the wild sage grows, I met her under that old weathered oak. Her laughter danced on the breeze, touching my soul in that quiet town where the river winds slow. Her scarf a ribbon of red against the earth, twirling like a promise in the early morn's birth. But those eyes are ones that shone like desert stars, now just a memory in my lonely heart's bars. Her eyes fell apart like rain on old clay, leaving colors running, washing dreams away. On empty porches where we once said our part, now only whispers stay, and her eyes fell apart. Years have tumbled like leaves in the wind, and the trails we rode have grown over and thin. The cabin we dreamed in, now abandoned, stands a monument to love's labor lost to time's sands. The saddle hangs heavy, dusty and warm, like the heart in my chest, weathered and torn. Those gravel roads knew the steps of her boots, now they're silent as my old forgotten lute. Her eyes fell
searching for a face in the moon's gentle scars. With the wind as my companion and the dust as my friend, I whisper secrets to the shadows as I mend. Her eyes fell apart like dusk into night, each star a teardrop she left in her flight. On these long roads where my soul can restart, I carry her memory as her eyes fell apart. Her eyes fell apart, oh, her eyes fell apart.
Underneath the shade of an oak so old, where the river bends deep and the wind's grown cold, I found your scarf, a patch of soft worn blue, left behind like a whisper, a memory of you. Every thread a tale, every fray a sign, bound to this land where your hand once held mine. Oh, how the scarf sleeps on the old front porch, while the dusk weeps its slow silent torch. The empty cabin moans with the ghosts of our dreams, where love once danced, now only heartache streams. In the quiet of the night, under starlight so deep, I hear the echoes of you in the wind as the scarf sleeps. These gravel roads know the steps we took, now covered in leaves like pages from a book. The once blazing trail now faint unsure, echoes of laughter that time failed to cure. I roam with the dust, a shadow unkept, in the saddle I ride where our old dreams wept. Oh, how the scarf sleeps on the old front porch, while the dusk weeps its slow silent torch. The empty cabin moans with the ghosts of our dreams, where love once danced, now only heartache streams. In the quiet of the night, under starlight so deep, I hear the echoes of you in the wind as the scarf sleeps. Now the oak tree's grown taller, the river runs wide, but I'm still caught in the eddy of your absent tide. Every sunset burns red, a reminder of the past, of the two bright days, too beautiful to last. So the scarf sleeps and the world turns slow, through the doorway the wind it gently blows. I'll keep riding these trails, alone yet not free, bound by the whispers of what used to be. In the hush of the evening, where sorrow creeps, the land holds tight where the scarf still sleeps. In this heart where the wild roses weep, I'll hold to the love the scarf in the wind keeps. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep, the creek sings low beneath the old stone bridge. Her laughter echoes through the hollow, whispering secrets we'd keep.
on that rugged porch under twilight's red. Her goodbye walked away like the sun dips out of day, leaving shadows where once there was light. With every dust-stirred step, further she swayed, till her silhouette blended into the night. The saddle sits old on the cabin wall, scars hung without care. Past we roam now overgrown, no trace left to find. Rain taps soft on the window like the touch of her hair, in this empty room where the past unwinds. Her goodbye walked away like the sun dips out of day, leaving shadows where once there was light. With every dust-stirred step, further she swayed, till her silhouette blended into the night. So here I stand, a solitary man, where the gravel road bends, fading trails like old tales slip from my grasp. The wind's whisper of what was and how it had to end. In the quiet heart of the night, I unclasp her goodbye walked away, and I'm left here to say echoes and shadows are all that remain, as the stars peer down on my long cowboy way. Her memory's the last dance in the dust and the rain.
In the quiet town where the oak tree shadows lie, I found an old flannel shirt hanging dry. Smelled like smoke and whispered tales of you. In the seams, the laughter we once knew, where gravel roads kiss the setting sun. We chase dreams loose and young. That porch, its creaks knew all our songs. Now it moans for days long gone. But the flannel shirt said nothing as the wind played through its threads, silent like the stars above old beds, carrying whispers of our lost love instead. Time wore down the trails we used to roam. Wildflowers cover the path to what was home. That riverbed where our promises were cast, now just a whisper among the reeds and grass. The saddle hangs, the horse long sold, dusty echoes, tales untold. Your scarf still holds the scent of rain, a sweet remembrance as the wind played through its threads. Silent like the stars above old beds, echoing heartbeats of our lost love instead. Beneath the vast and endless sky I roam, every sunset edge a reminder of home. The lonely ledge grips like winter's chill, yet in this silence love lingers still. Oh, the flannel shirt said nothing while the whole world seemed to weep. In its folds my weary heart seeks dreams of you. It keeps and keeps as I wandered beneath heaven's vast and deep. The flannel shirt says nothing, but I feel everything.